Luffy's final battle to become the Pirate King. His opponent? None other than one of the four emperors, red-haired Shanks. Even though Shanks was once his mentor and guide, Luffy, in his Gear 5 form, wasn't about to hold back. And in this battle, Shanks was finally about to reveal his true power. After defeating Blackbeard, Luffy had finally reached his final destination, and Shanks had been waiting for him. Looking at the boy who once trailed behind him, crying and stumbling, now standing as a force greater than the four emperors themselves, Shanks couldn't help but feel proud.
どれくらいか試してみるか、ルフィ。
シャンクス、お前は命の恩人だけど、サボにもエースにもなかなか勝てなかったけど、俺だって強くなったんだ。
But he admitted if he had told Luffy the truth from the start, he never would have lived to see this day. Because the devil fruit Luffy ate was the very one the celestial dragons and the world government had been desperately searching for. They had been willing to wipe out anyone in their way just to obtain it. But now, Luffy had fully awakened its power. He had become a being capable of rewriting history itself. Shanks was happy for him. But this fight had to happen. Because Luffy could never become the Pirate King without taking down a four emperor. The sky darkened with storm clouds, lightning crackling wildly around Luffy as Gear 5 reached its full potential. With a single swing of his hand, lightning formed into a massive thunder Chilin, roaring as it charged toward Shanks. But Shanks? Unfazed. With no hesitation, he struck first, unleashing a moon crescent slash infused with Conqueror's Haki. The two clashed head-on, sending an earth-shattering shockwave through the battlefield. Shanks, a battle-hardened veteran, saw his chance. He instantly focused all of his Conqueror's Haki into his blade, launching a torrential energy blast straight at Luffy. But Luffy was ready. At the last second, he transformed the ground into rubber, using it to absorb and reflect the attack right back. And yet, Shanks was just getting started. Everyone thought his ability was the so-called face fruit, but they couldn't be more wrong. His true power was something far more terrifying. The strongest mythical Zoan, the golden body fruit. In the cycle of reincarnation, the six paths of existence, human, heaven, Azura, beast, hell, and ghost, Shanks embodied the strongest of them all, the path of Azura. As he fully unleashed his power, even Luffy found himself struggling to breathe. This is insane. I can barely move. Shanks combined 6 blades into one, forging the ultimate weapon, the Azura blade. Then, he charged straight at Luffy. Luffy clenched his teeth and braced himself, pouring everything he had into defense. Boom! A flash of white light exploded across the battlefield. Luffy was sent flying into the sky. But at that moment, his entire body began to glow. Countless devil fruit's powers surged into him. His fruit had reached its ultimate evolution. Luffy's Conqueror's Haki became tangible, taking on a physical form. The sheer force of his aura distorted the air itself. Seeing this, everyone knew the next strike would end it all. One final flash of light, and just like that, the battle was over. Shanks had lost, but he had no regrets. Luffy didn't say a word. He simply bent down, picked up the straw hat lying on the ground, and held it out to Shanks. At last, he could return it. Shanks chuckled, his eyes filled with pride. This straw hat has already found its true owner.
よろしく頼むぜ。遠くの敵は頼んだぞ。
それだけで大層な土産だぜ。領事の水を持参した。うちに入らないか。立派な海賊になってな。